Swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in.
Hi, I'm Jack, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a video for a while because I've been really busy, lots of stuff been piling up, and I've been building a lot of these PCs that I did a review on as well. So I've been doing a lot of sort of small office stuff and testing boards as well, and I just realised that I haven't done any testing on an AMD board. So I've just done all the Intel stuff. The Intel's expensive, processors are expensive. As they get bigger, more cores, they get more expensive. So now I'm going to buy a few AMD boards in, a few AMD processors. So we can get like for like processors, one Intel, one AMD, and we can compare the speed, the differences, and then the cost between that. So that's coming up very soon on this channel. So I thought today I'll do a little bit of catching up, a bit of techie stuff, well, techie toys I should say. And I've been sort of looking into things. I've got the the Samsun 7 Edge phone, and that was because I bought a new camera. And the new camera I brought is the new Gear 360. It records 360 video, really good. So I'm not going to go too much into tech on this because you can read up all the information on the website about this Samsun Gear 360. So I have to be careful because the goggles are named a little bit different. So this is Gear 360. So this is basically a 360 camera. It's got two cameras on it, as you can see from here. One there, so they call it front and back camera. It records 180 this side, 180 this side. The stitch line is down the centre, but if you position the camera very carefully in wherever you're recording, you can hide the stitch line very easily away, and it's hardly noticeable. It really is hardly noticeable. When this is on a tripod, tripod stand, it's got a little mini stand it comes with, as you can see here, a little mini stand it comes with. But you can detach that off. It screws onto a standard tripod or selfie sticks. It's all same as the DSR. It's all got the same screw type underneath, very easily. And when you've got on a selfie stick or you've got on a stand and you're recording in the room as well, it deletes the pile out automatically. The only thing you do see is a stand at the bottom, the actual legs at the bottom there, but it's very easy to, if you know what you're doing in editing, to wipe that out. So most of the stitching, most of the stuff you want to get rid of is all done by the Samsun camera, which I think is really good. So it's a 4K lens, records at 1080p, a higher frame rate as well. It can take stills from either camera, or you can work both cameras together creating 360, or you can just work off one camera at a 4K resolution as a standard camera. Taking picture quality on this is alright. It's not as good as the actual Samsun Edge phone itself, but I didn't buy this for taking still pictures. I did this for a 360 camera. So for a 360 camera, it's definitely a thumbs up. It's good quality. Once I got this, it's very easy. You don't have to use the Samsun phone to use this with, but it's great to have this because it only works with the actual Gear 360 because of both Samsung. So if you want to see a live view from that while it's recording and change camera settings remotely, then obviously make sure you've got a Samsun 7 Edge phone for that. It does various phone models, so when you look on the spec on the site, check it out to which Samsung phone it's compatible with before buying it. You don't have to have the phone, so if you're an iPhone user like I am as well, you can actually use this because it records all round. So if you're just going to use it as a 360 camera and records all round, you don't need to worry about framing it and stuff. I always find, I know what the front and back camera is on here, so once you work out what one's the front camera, I always position that if someone's in front talking on a 360, I always make sure that's in front. It doesn't matter if they go around, at least you know when you come back to editing, which I'll tell a bit more about later date. The camera position will be this position when it comes in, especially if you've changed frames for different shots you've done. The front camera is always position it sort of picks on. You can change orientation of that in post using a special plugin and stuff. Again, we'll cover that a bit later on anyway. So again, you don't have to position any position because it's going to record all round, it's going to record above, it's going to record below, it records everything round. Some 360 cameras don't actually record all fully round. There's another model out called the Fly 360 or 360 Fly that has one single camera on the top. It records round and just down the sides, but doesn't record underneath. Yeah, you have to use a big blackout thing. And if you watch the Fly 360 videos, you'll see mostly when you look down, you've got this great big black hole, looks like, you know, it's horrible. but this one records all around, below and above, and you catch everything. You see the floor, you see the ceiling, you see all around. It's a brilliant camera. Done a lot of 360 this week. I've done in pubs, I've done it in businesses, I've done in virtual tours, and I did a virtual tour house for a estate agency the other day. Brilliant, absolute pucker. It sounds good. So if you're in the room, you ain't got like flying cars going past outside, it's really noisy. It picks up really good on sound, so you don't have to add an additional sound kit with it anyway. Most 360 is all about 360 tours, but you can actually use it as an interviewing camera as well. Then start using this as a behind the scenes camera. I just literally stick on a tripod, position it next door to me, so then people can start watching behind the scene videos that I do when I do interviews and things like that for my other channels. So it's a great all-round 360 camera, £349, definitely worth a buy. So I didn't stop there. I thought, well, I've got that 360 now, I've seen it on Facebook and YouTube, and now I want to take it a step further. I want to put it in VR. I need some goggles, and Samsung does their Oculus Rift goggles, which is this one here. It's called the Gear VR, and it's the goggles. So what basically, when you've got a Gear VR goggles, you've got to have a Samsung phone that's compatible with it, because in theory these goggles are just glorified goggles with a touchpad on the side and some lenses in there that's going to magnify your screen. The rest of the actual stuff comes from the actual phone with the app running on it. So that's why I'm lucky enough I've got the Samsung phone. So a quick brief look inside this. It's £80. They do a £169 version one, but I don't see any difference between them. I've looked around, looked at them, compared spec, don't look at anything. So it's always, these are good. These are the popular ones. These, when I went to Farnborough Air Show, there were actually a lot of the companies there were using these goggles there for showing all their VR stuff, and it seems to be a very popular choice on the Samsung side now. So very straightforward goggles here. I'm just showing here. Take front panel off, and you can actually see what really makes the goggles with VR. It's this sort of magnification underneath here. So you've got two eyes. You can and it comes, and the phone sort of slides in here, and it clips down with this clip here. While your phone's in there, you have got a charging port at the bottom, so you can put your normal Samsung cable charger lead into that if you're finding running low on batteries or using it for long periods of time. Now down the side you've got a touchpad here, so you can actually swipe and move around, because once you're actually got the phone connected into here, it's a completely different new world in there. It's got a fantastic overview, it's got fantastic menus to select around, find things you want, because it's all part of the Samsung's sort of own VR World store. Eventually films will become available and things like that. You can access YouTube, you can access the internet via it. You can download like VR 360 videos, and you can actually sign your Facebook account to it. So what it'll do is scan your Facebook once it's in here, showing all the 360 video for you, or the latest videos that are going through your timeline, you can watch them through here. Superb. You can download movies to your phone and watch them through this. You can play games, and one game I downloaded for this was Minecraft, and I got my kids to play with it, and it's absolutely brilliant watching Minecraft in VR. You're actually in Minecraft, and it's just a completely different experience. Definitely worth looking at and having a go anyway. I'm not really a Minecraft person, my kids are, but I had to play it and I thought it was brilliant. So when you're watching some 360 videos I've done with vloggers where they walk around the camera, you can get motion sickness from this. I spent about 2 hours in it last night. I was watching, I was playing a game, and then I watched a film. Then I went to sort of a guy with a vlog that looked quite interesting, was walking around his town, showing around his market and stuff. He had his 360 attached to him, because it was like jumping around a lot and there's a lot of motion going. I felt sick. I got really hot, felt sick. I had to come out of it. So it really does fool and trick your brain a lot. But I can't show you what it looks like. You've got to be this on your head to have a look. It's straightforward. So you take your Samsung phone. I don't want to say Ericsson for Samsung phone. Make sure your front screen is completely clean of fingerprints, because obviously these magnify your screen and you'll see the fingerprints and it'll look like a blur on your eyes. So make sure it's nice and crystal clear and clear. And you slide it in nicely, and you clip it into place, and then it's ready to go. When you're in here, you can press the actual top button here. It takes you back to the phone, sort of like a phone type menu, and you can set a front forward facing camera, which means you can see through here using the camera on your phone. So if someone comes up to you and says, "Oi mate," rather than take it off and say hi, you can just turn that camera on and quickly talk to them. Walking with that on is a bit different experience. Obviously if you're going to walk with it, take them off. So put the cover back over, hides all that. Once you've got the cover on, you can't use the camera on here to see through because it blocks it, but this just sort of feeds it off, hides underneath. And you're ready to go. You can plug your headphones into there, so you can wear any headphones, and you can wear ones in the ears, ones over the head. So let's get this all strapped on to give you a look, to see what it looks like. I think my kids have been on this, so it's a bit tight. Okay, so once you move the straps around on your head, get it in the comfortable position you want it to. That's better. Adjust it. It's comfy on your chops. Has a nice cushiony bit around the sides here, and it fits into your face lovely. So there's no outside interference from the lights from the room you're in and stuff. Then obviously I've got a screen in front of me, the health and safety warning. Tap the touchpad on the side to knowledge, and now I'm in the VR world. It says welcome to Oculus Home, and I've got the full Samsung experience here. I have a menu on this side here, which you obviously can't see. It's my Facebook, my VR account, and I can make friends and stuff on it. I have the main window in front to show it, look at 360 photographs. Suicide Squad's just come up on here. That meant to be really good. I don't know, I'll play that later. BBC Sports 360. Again, I'm doing this, but you can't see. Then on the side here, I have my recent application, which is Minecraft Immersive Combat, which is really good on VR. I've got Netflix. Yes, you can watch Netflix through the VR. And then obviously I've got the Avengers and various other bits and pieces. Then I can go to my library at the bottom here, or I can go to my store, purchase other stuff like games, VR games and stuff. Now, when I bought Minecraft, I thought, well, Minecraft said press X to start. I thought, I haven't got an X to start. What do I need? I need a gamepad. So I decided I'll take one a bit further. I thought, well, let's get the gamepad. So I ordered the gamepad, all from Amazon. So I'll get up all my links below to all these bits. These are bought from Samsung, which is used to it. So £349, £80 for the goggles. And I bought the these Be Cool something Bluetooth gamepad for Android devices. So in the box here you get a really nice carrying case, instructions, blah blah blah, and here this is really cool actually. So you can use this gamepad for two different things. It comes with a nice cover with its like name on the front. I don't know how you can actually say that, pronounce it, but that's the name of it. And charging lead, and it's Bluetooth. So here's the controller itself here, really nice. And you've got two things. You can connect that Bluetooth to your Samsung phone. So when it's in the headgear, you've got control. Then you've got control to play games. So on Minecraft, you obviously got the X button here. You've got different various worlds, making stuff, creating stuff, all your buttons, accessing it here, flying and things, all that stuff. Now when you're flying, you use your head to steer around when you're flying and stuff, and you can look around the world, all around with the head goggles, and all the other stuff, making, building, it's all done from the control pad itself here, which is fantastic. But if you don't want to use VR goggles and you're just looking for a gamepad for your Android device, whether it's an Android, Samsung Android or something else, this is Bluetooth and work with any Android stuff, not iOS stuff, but Android stuff. It's just a Bluetooth game controller, and it's rechargeable because you can charge it by the USB port itself. Really nice though. I looked at the Samsung one. The Samsung one they wanted nearly over 100 quid for, but this one was, I think it was about £13, and it wasn't that mega expensive. And I thought for something just to play around with from time to time, this would be a great addition to do. So if you're not using VR, you can take your phone out, put your VR away, and then if you slide your phone into the top of here like so, you can now turn that into a game console. So you can now play your games on here using the pad and keypad. How cool is that? So you can use it. I know you can buy these ones for iPhones as well. The iPhones are quite impressive because you can put the iPhone in the middle and then this sort of slides out and grips it. But I thought this was really cool. So it's 2-in-1. I can use this for my VR gaming, and I can use this then for normal gaming on my phone. Really simple. And it's easy. Again, you can just put that back in your pocket, your phone. That slides nicely back into its little bag. And it's a great way for carrying it as well. I've ordered the box for my goggles, which allows me to store my gamepad and goggles together, so I can carry around safely. At the moment, it doesn't come with a box or anything of its kind. The 360 camera comes with its own nice little wallet, so you can put your camera in there, so it fits in really nice like so. But now I have a complete camera kit to record 360 for clients, which I've been doing this week. So that's what I'll just quickly show you. The 360 kit, this is fantastic, one of the best on the market. If you're going to invest in 360, gaming or filming or anything, I mean this is great for filming the kids in 360 in the park. They can be running around it and all sorts of stuff, you know. And it's great for work stuff as well, because 360 seems to be hitting the market big time. So if you're actually into filming and stuff, this is definitely worth getting. It's one of the best. There is better ones out there, but they're really more expensive. You're talking about thousands of pounds more expensive. But for £349, that's not bad. That achieves 4K, and you can do time lapses in 4K in 360 as well. It's amazing. I'll put some samples up on my website, links below for you, of the stuff I've recently been doing with this, so you can get a bit more an idea. But you can't really sort of appreciate it unless you've got the goggles on and watching the stuff. It's just is out of this world. Definitely worth investing anyway. So thanks very much, guys. I'm sorry about the video. It's been so long before I did another one. I know a lot of guys have been questioning and answering all other videos. We'll do some catch-ups and FAQs later as well. And I've got loads more stuff to test out and try, and techie stuff. I've got the cable stuff to do, how to do a patch panel, cabling the connectors. And as you know, I've done a lot of updating in here as well. I've got my 2 screens, my PC build area here as well. So we'll cover all that on up and coming videos. So I'm going to stick back to 1 video a week, and obviously I'll get more stuff in, but then we'll do like 2 videos a week and stuff for this channel. So thanks for being very patient. Thanks to all the new subscribers. We'll get some competitions up so we can give away some of this stuff as well, as you know, get you guys sort of watching the channel and rewarding you by entering a competition, do random sort of winners and things like that. We'll figure it out a bit later date anyway. So until then, be safe. Thanks for watching.
I could swear that this room has been running out of air, and now it's starting to spin. You make me feel